takes you up and it can take you down. Like a hurricane, it throws your feelings all around. But here we are, back on solid ground. Ain't it funny how one day you're lost and then found? 'Cause now we're together, there's someone to catch us when we fall. Now we're together, and nothing else matters at all. When you go from rags to riches, all your wishes suddenly come true. And it's a new beginning, a chance at winning. This time we can't lose. Changing these rags to riches. This time we can't lose. Rags to riches.
Now, let's put it to use. Everybody's going to write a little story, first person singular. Oh, good. If you don't complain, I don't feel like I'm tough enough.
How long does it have to be?
Whatever. I said a little story. It can be fiction, nonfiction. It can be an iambic pentameter.
Oh, I'm sure.
What?
Latin, pig Latin. Use whatever you want in the room as inspiration. And take your time. You have 15 minutes. Or until you finish.
I was born without a brain by Patty Foley. Bug off!
I broke my pencil.
$50, Phil. Come on, walk it off. Excuse me. What can I tell you? I'm hot today. What's the matter?
What do I always worry about? It's my kids.
What's wrong with them? They're terrific kids.
There's this nutcase in the high school, claims she's an English teacher. She has complicated my kids so much. First Tom, and now it's Danny.
What are you talking about? Marvin's in junior achievement with Danny. She says he got his own carpet cleaning business. It's the best project there.
That's right. That's why I want to stop this, Newman, before she goes any further. She takes nice, normal kids and turns them into kooks like her. She tells them, she says, oh, experiment in college. Risk when you're young.
That is kooky, Phil.
No, I mean it. The next thing I know, Tom has dropped out of Princeton. He has a motorcycle. He's on his way to Alaska trying to find himself. I knocked myself out for 20 years trying to build up a company for the family. Now it's all down the drain, and I'm telling you, that teacher's responsible.
How could one teacher be responsible for all the ills of the world?
Look, have you met Miss Newman?
Well, my kids love her.
That's why it's so dangerous. If I want a guru or a psychologist, I'll hire it myself. Nick, tonight, there's a meeting, the parents' group. The school has its own curriculum. All I want is for her to stick to it. Can you make it?
Can tonight. Got an ad agency meeting.
Can't you reschedule that?
I set it up for Marva. It's her junior achievement project. She wants to see how it's done.
Well, one word of advice. When it comes to that teacher, keep your eyes on your kids.
Sure thing, Phil.
No, wait. Hey. Hey, look at this one.
That's really good, Patty. I
told her to bug off.
Maybe next year you could use some two-letter words.
Oh.
Patty, stay after.
Me? He started it.
Hot job. And Gary, paraphrase the rhyme of the ancient mariner, by tomorrow.
I'm so tired of feeling like the only one who never knows what to do. Although I may be acting like I'm having fun, deep inside I'm blue. So take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. All the kids seem to have it together. Everybody's smarter than me. It seems I'm always having stormy weather. I wish that someone could see. I'm so blue that of you. Outside, I'm masquerading. Inside, my hope is fading. It's no use. I don't need this abuse. I know I can't make it, and I just won't fake it again. Come on, take a good look at my face. You know I'm always out of place. Just look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. Yeah, just look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears.
Hand me that.
Save your breath. I'll transfer back to remedial.
I know this class isn't easy for you, but you gotta try.
Forget it, okay? I'm hopeless.
You are not hopeless at all.
Look, I can't even write a little story.
You're scared. And I don't blame you, but for right now, forget grammar, forget spelling. We'll get to it.
Look, it's like when I open this, my brain goes numb.
We need a way to make it fun. Come here. I buy this junk at garage sales. I never know what I'll use it for, but this, I couldn't resist.
A diary?
For this story, don't be Patty. Be somebody else.
Like who?
Like someone you've just met. Someone exciting, interesting, different. Oh, quick, name the first person you think of.
Max, this tough girl from the orphanage.
Now put yourself in her shoes and pretend. Let your imagination go wild.
Hi, Diane.
Shh, close
the door. I don't want Clapper to see what I'm doing.
Are you being bad?
No. Here, will you address some of these for me?
KHWB Rock and Roll Trivia Quiz.
Yeah. See, I've already sent 100 of these cards in. I'm going to try and win the grand prize for Clapper's birthday present.
I thought you had to be 18.
Well, you do. I'm going to trick Clapper into helping me. He just won't know that the grand prize is for him.
That's great. He's going to be so surprised.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Okay, help me.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Rose, we've got a deadline.
Forget it. I can't write this until I know what Miss Newman's going to do about the meeting tonight. I can't concentrate either.
Sorry I'm late. We really want to grab them, so let's try moving this up here.
Miss Newman, I need your statement about the meeting tonight.
No comment.
Well, it's important that we have your position, too.
My position is that I'm not going. I don't get involved with school politics.
But you have to go.
Believe me, these people are not worth getting upset about. The best thing to do is to ignore them.
No, you have to fight back.
Their charges are ridiculous, and I will not dignify them by responding.
But aren't you going
The
to...
subject is closed. We've got a paper to get out.
Marv, you've been planning this for 2 weeks. What do you mean you can't be at the ad meeting tonight? The whole point is for you to be there for junior achievement.
Something important's come up.
What about your ad campaign?
Look, Nick, I'm taking a little break from junior achievement.
Since when?
They're having a parents' meeting tonight. They're going to try and get rid of Miss Newman. Yeah, and a bunch of us kids are going to show our support.
I didn't know students were allowed.
We're just going to observe.
Tell me about this teacher. What's so special about her?
Everything.
To be a little more general?
She understands us. She makes learning fun. Sorry I'm late, guys. I was doing homework and I lost track of the time.
Where's Diane?
Oh, she's coming. Hello? Yeah, hold on a minute.
Some lucky listener hits the road courtesy of KHWB with a...
It's them! They took my
Yeah.
card!
I'm on a line right now. Hoping today's lucky
Just
listener
remember,
decides to water
he
his
doesn't know it's for him.
or feed his car. Hey, wait a minute. I think I hear some
You
heavy
were
breathing
cold?
on the hit line.
It's for
Hello?
you.
Hello? Hey, Rockamaniacs, it's Morgan W. Hollywood calling John Clapper of Bel Air with tonight's rock and roll trivia question. Are you ready to rock, Johnny?
I am definitely ready to rock.
So here it is. What popular song went to #1 not once but twice? First in September 1960, and then 17 months later, shot up to the top of the chart. You have 10 seconds. Go.
The Twist by Chubby Checker.
You're absolutely right. And guess what? Your prize is an out-of-sight trip to Disneyland.
Oh, they all love Disneyland. I mean, I love Disneyland.
Hey, Johnny, baby, you can risk it to play again tomorrow for an all-expense-paid vacation to San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Now, remember, Johnny, if you blow it, you lose everything. What do you say? Do we call you tomorrow?
I hear they have some new rides.
No!
Play again!
Apparently, I'll play again.
Dear Diary, some people think I'm weird. That's because I got the soul of James Dean trapped inside Haley Mills's body. But that's okay. As long as I look like this innocent little 13-year-old, I can pull all the scams I want. And no one suspects a thing.
What are you writing anyway?
Nothing. A diary. Today I pulled a real beaut. I pick up this geek's bike, I paint it, I fall down the serial numbers, and then I sell it back to him. Somebody that stupid deserves to be taken for a ride. Oh, boy.
What's so funny?
None of your beeswax.
Can I read it?
It's private.
Why?
Because Because I'm writing about what a pest you are, that's why.
You're writing about me? What are you writing?
Mickey, leave me alone. You're lousing up my concentration.
And the way she dresses, a school teacher is supposed to set an example. My cat spends more time grooming herself than she does.
Personally, I still haven't heard anything that merits more than a warning.
Don't worry, there's plenty. Now, my wife is passing out some copies of Miss Newman's 12th grade reading list, what she assigns instead of normal curricula. Books full of swearing, stories about prostitutes.
Salinger's D.H. Lawrence. I bet he hasn't even read them.
And have you heard about her field trip to this beatnik convention?
Beatnik convention, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
She has the students reciting crackpot poetry. She has them jumping in the ocean on a Saturday night. Without the school's permission, my son didn't come home until after midnight. People, please, I know it's 1962, but this thing has gone too far. I tried to reason with the woman. Do you know what I got? Nothing. No response at all. The woman just says to me that I'm being hostile. She's being hostile. These are my kids. This woman should not be allowed in the classroom.
How would you know? You've never been in our classroom.
Marva, please sit down.
But Mr. Donovan, it's not fair for him to criticize her when he hasn't even seen her teach.
Now look, I told you people I'd let you sit in on this meeting only if you were quiet.
No, you have to listen to our side, too.
That's enough. I'm warning you. Children, you are here to observe. Sit down.
You afraid they'll hear something that might change their minds?
You see, she's sending them in here to thumb their noses at us.
That's a lie. She didn't send us in here.
You are all excused. Now.
Doesn't anyone here have the guts to stand up for Miss Newman?
Marva, Rose, I want your father in my office first thing in the morning. 9 o'clock sharp.
Handled. Now, Donovan, to let you over the warning.
Donovan's such a twerp. Last I checked, it's still a free country with free speech.
Fortunately, the twerp was also your principal. I thought you were going to go and observe.
We couldn't just sit there and listen to that garbage.
Marva, if you want to change things, you got to work within the system. I like that face. You ought to be in pictures. Look, it's one thing to be right. It's another thing to be effective. If I want to change zoning laws, I don't go to a city council meeting and start screaming and yelling. I lobby. I take people at lunch. I make a donation or two.
Nick, we can't do that.
So you do something else.
Like what? Do you have any suggestions?
I don't know. You write a letter to the Board of Education. All I know is I have a lot of confidence in you guys. If this teacher's worth saving, you'll find a way to help her. Just be constructive. Now, where's her class?
Room 11.
See you in a little while. Miss Newman? I'm Nick Foley.
Mr. Foley, you adopted some of my favorite kids. You just missed Patty.
Well, the kids are big fans of yours, too. Look, I came because I understand you're in a bit of a situation here. I think I can help out.
Really?
Well, I know these people. With some finesse and some good PR, you get them off your back.
PR?
Well, we know you're a good teacher. We just got to get them to know it.
Forget it. I'm not here to play the game.
Well, maybe that's what you need to do.
What I don't need is somebody else telling me how to do my job.
I'm on your side.
I don't want you on my side. If you're looking for another orphan, Mr. Foley, it isn't me.
Dear diary, I did school again, and I hitched a ride downtown on this guy's Harley. Drives real fast, which I did. So he dropped me off on the wrong side of town, and I go into this dump of a market. broke as usual, but I'm starving. Figure it's not gonna hurt anyone if I cut a few candy bars. The old goat at the cash register is distracted, so I slip a few into my pocket. Suddenly, he grabs me from behind.
15 cents, Patty.
But I break free. I tear down the street and get lost in the crowd.
15 cents, dear.
Oh. Next time I swipe something, I gotta be more careful.
Nice day, Patty.
Thanks, Mr. Crowley.
See ya.
Bye.
I head down to tracks to hang out with these dudes I know. It's been a while since I checked out the action. There's this new guy, Jake. Really knows the ropes. Right off the bat, we hit it off.
Kid. You got a quarter? I'm gonna have a snort.
Jake gave me some whiskey. Went down hard at first, but I got used to it. We got really loaded. Stayed up all night. Maybe I like him because he's a rebel. Like me. Gotta live life on the edge.
We need at least 500 signatures from the Board of Education. Nick, you have a lot of influence.
Back off on that petition, Phil. I'm not in love with the lady either. But I'm not going to get her fired just because she never went to charm school.
Oh, yeah? How about somebody who's got a record?
My kids told me about this. She acted as if she was peddling dope or something. She was arrested for protesting capital punishment. She spent one night in jail. I dated women who did more time than that.
I don't care if she was in jail for 5 minutes. I don't want my kids getting the message that it's okay to break the law.
Phil, her arrest has nothing to do with her teaching. Besides, the Board of Education knew about this when they hired her.
Yeah, and they made one big mistake.
Look, Phil, be reasonable. I don't want...
Come on, I'm tired of being reasonable.
You got some kind of death wish?
Hi. I was just looking at your penmanship. You do cursive handwriting real good.
Mickey, if I ever catch you reading this again, I'll pulverize you.
Just tell me, are you writing about me?
Maybe I am.
Hey! What's going on?
Nothing. Just Mickey butting into my business as usual.
I did not.
You fall in a dumpster?
Research. For Miss Newman's class.
Let's go research a shower.
All right, Johnny, today's question. Name a fruit that Paul Peterson found in the bottom of his date's purse in a song, Can't Find Her Keys. Go!
Diane, don't you know it?
Having so much.
Your time's running out, Johnny.
Watermelon!
Watermelon?
Watermelon.
Hey, Johnny, right again. Just
most inspirational, most educational, and informational faculty member in the English department of our fine school. Then they fill out their name and send it into the board. We are going to get a letter to match every signature on their petition.
That's great. You don't think we should run it by Miss Newman first?
No, it'd be a conflict of interest. It affects her too much.
Right.
We go straight to Mr. Donovan.
You're not seriously proposing we print this.
Yes. We're supposed to work within the system, right? Well, this is the system, isn't it?
I'm afraid the system does not allow for you to print political coupons in the school paper.
What's going on here?
Miss Newman, did you approve this?
No, it was our idea. She didn't know anything about it.
Well, if you didn't know, you should have.
I'm the Cougars' advisor, not the editor. It's their paper, and as long as they're not doing anything wrong.
It is your responsibility, Miss Newman. This is a school. We have rules and regulations that must be adhered to.
Yeah, well, the Constitution has a little rule called the First Amendment. What about adhering to that?
Boys and girls, you are dismissed. Miss Newman, you stay.
You're just chicken. You're afraid of those parents.
Marva.
She's right. You're letting the parents tell you how to run the school.
No, I run the school. As of now, Miss Newman is off the paper and the Cougar offices are closed.
Shh. It's me. If anyone asks in the morning, we left for school early, okay?
Next time I swipe something, I gotta be more careful.
Marva, this is crazy. Hey, what are we supposed to do when Donovan shuts us down? It's more than Miss Newman now. It's free speech. All right. We can't let them push us around.
Yeah. I can't see.
Come on, we got work to do.
We've only got 3 hours.
Let's do it.
We've been made blue. We've been lied to. When will we be heard? We've been turned down. We've been pushed around. When will we be heard? We finally have the courage to stand up and fight. This time we won't give up, 'cause we know that we're right. Yeah, we've been cheated, been mistreated. When will we be heard?
Yes, I'm ready. Fats Domino. Oh, yes, yes. Well, Fats was always a great favorite of mine. So, tomorrow's for the grand prize, eh? Sure, why not? I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So where are we going, eh?
No, we don't want to know where we're going. Hi, Johnny, I'll have to talk to you tomorrow, okay? Bye. I'd rather be surprised. Besides, it's more exciting that way.
Come in.
Can I talk to you?
Sure, little one. What is it? Come on, you can tell the big guy. What's up?
Nick, what if you knew a really terrible secret and somebody might be in really bad trouble? But if she found out I told you, I'd get pulverized.
Well, if somebody's in bad trouble, I think it's more important for you to tell me.
Promise not to tell her.
Pinky swear.
Patty's a criminal.
Come in.
Morning.
Hi, Nick.
So, what's new?
Nothing.
Nothing bother you? You want to talk about?
You're sitting on my socks.
Huh. Patty, you know, if you ever have a problem, no matter how big, you can come to me with it. You know that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know that kids try things, you know, to see what it's like. When I was a kid, I stole things myself. I mean, a lot more than candy bars. I can't know the truth. So I can relate to anything that, you know, you want to try and...
You read my diary, didn't you?
Well, I did, but...
Mickey's gonna pay for this.
Look, Patty, why
Oh,
don't you...
I can't believe that you actually read this.
Patty, look.
This is personal. Just forget it. Fight for freedom of the press. Hear the true story. Please. You need to know what. Thank you. Our rights are being abused. Freedom of speech. Teacher is encouraged. Teacher is being...
You guys better be that Donovan is headed this way.
Free speech, the press.
Give me some. All right.
Freedom of the press. We have rights too. Thank you.
What is this?
It's our student tribune.
What? This is outrageous. I warn you. You're suspended. Every last one of you.
Fascist administration and parent group can get rid of Miss Newman. Who's next? This is not exactly what I meant by constructive.
We were trying to make a point.
You made a point, all right, for the other team. They're probably standing in line to sign Phil Johnson's petition.
We didn't know we were going to get suspended.
What about your Miss Newman? I'm sure she must have figured it might happen.
We didn't tell her about the paper.
Why not?
She won't fight for herself.
I see. So how far are you willing to go for somebody like that? Something to think about, isn't it? When Patty comes home, tell her I want to see her.
Dear Diary, I wish I was Max. Then I could stay on this train and ride as far as I wanted. Well, I'm not gonna go home till it's really late. They won't even know where I am. And they'll be sorry.
Nick, I can't find Patty.
What?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Patty wasn't anywhere today at school. So I waited for her to come home, but she never did.
Hello, Lieutenant. It's Nick Foley again. Well, let me know as soon as you hear anything. You sure you called everybody? The kids in the class, her friend Curtis?
Yeah, Diane's still upstairs going through Patty's baseball roster. Find her, Nick.
I don't know where it's going. I just wish it would stop. They're really going to be worried.
Hello? Yeah, this is Nick Foley. Sure, I'll accept it. Patty, where are you? Oxnard? I'll be right there. Look, I'm Nick Foley. My little girl. Hungry? It'll go down a lot easier if you chew it first. Let's get it over with.
You had no right to read it.
Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It'll rake me over the coals for the rest of my life.
I can't believe you actually thought that I would steal, drink booze, and do all that kind of stuff.
Your old man's a little slow. But you laid out for me. Did you?
It was an assignment.
Son.
I was getting nowhere trying to write. Miss Newman thought it would help if I pretended to be someone else.
You mean all that stuff about ditching classes and shoplifting? You made that up? All by yourself?
I pretended I was this tough girl I met at the orphanage.
It's too much. You really had me going. Here I am reading this thing, saying to myself, this can't be. Not my Patty. It was so real. I figured, hey, it's got to be true. I'm really impressed. You are one hell of a writer. New Foley rule. If you ever get mad at the big fella, you slam your door, stick out your tongue, or smack me in the kisser. But no falling asleep on trains to Oxnard. Okay?
I won't. Good night.
Patty? You can pulverize me if you want to.
Nah.
Now, by the time this meeting is over, we should have a couple of hundred more signatures. Are there any questions?
Before I sign anything, I want more discussion.
We don't need any more discussion. We've seen the results of this woman's behavior.
Nick! Oh, everyone, this is Nick Foley. Now, Nick has first-hand experience with this lady because 3 of his daughters were suspended because of her. All right? Please do.
It's true, my daughters were suspended. Those of you who don't already know, my kids are the ones who came up with the bright idea to publish this newspaper. That was pretty much my reaction. And when the dust settled, I realized something about this Miss Newman's teaching.
Yeah, she teaches them to break into the school and get themselves suspended, right?
Well, actually, what I realized is that she taught them how to publish a whole newspaper. All by themselves. From start to finish. Very well written, too. Isn't that the real issue here? Their education?
I've heard enough. I think
Phil,
I've heard
please, let me continue. I've got this other daughter, smart as a whip. Only she's got some learning problems. A year ago, she could barely write a sentence. Now she's writing whole stories. This Miss Newman, with her funny clothes and her sandals and her attitude, is the only teacher who's ever been able to figure out a way how to help her. How to get her to feel smart. Look, we all love our kids. We can't afford to lose a teacher like this. Even if she is a pain in the neck. Why don't we trust the kids? This lady seems to. They say we take a vote.
Finished it.
Oh, Patty, I am so proud of you. I'll read it at lunch.
I already know what I want to write next.
Great, what?
It's a surprise.
Well, terrific. I like surprises. Patty, tell your dad I appreciate what he did. But I guess I'm always going to be a pain in the neck.
You know, I've decided that I want to be a teacher someday.
Yeah? Well, do yourself a favor. Listen to your dad and have the right image. You know, pleated skirts, white blouses, sensible shoes.
Nah. I want to look weird. Like you.
Hello? Yes, this is Johnny.
All right, Johnny, you know what day it is today. You rocked and rolled your trivia knowledge right up to the final question. Nothing left to do but get on down to it, you know?
Can you hold on for a minute?
No, Johnny, we can't put you on hold. Somebody might think we're fixing the game. So it's time for your big grand prize question.
Diane!
Are you ready?
Actually, if you could possibly call me back.
Okay, Johnny boy, here goes. Listen carefully for the big grand prize vacation or nothing. Not even a trip to Kokomo.
Oh, yes, rub it in.
Which of Elvis Presley's hits was his top-selling single with international sales of more than 20 million records?
Top-selling single, you say? Diane!
Here's Here's a hint for you, Johnny. It's based on the Italian classic O Sole Mio.
Oh, Diane, where are you, Diane?
Clapper, we need some more.
Oh, Mickey, quick, get Diane here.
But what do I...
Mickey, just hurry and tell Diane to come here.
Johnny, your answer, please.
And tell her that it's now or never.
Congratulations, Johnny. Your